your hands together for babyface Tyler Caldwell!
I like that you're wearing a Coke. It's like someone's been to the Comedy Project before.
It's cold backstage, yeah.
How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, it's the Moonshine Show. We're all drinking up out here. Yeah, a couple of you guys. I'm excited. I'm excited to do this shot. My first joke, I have to quit drinking. That is my first joke. I have to quit drinking. Specifically on stage. I think I drink too much on stage. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it's a sign that you should probably cut down on the drinking when you start referring to going to the liquor store as running errands. And that's where I am right now in life, so yeah. I don't know, did you guys hear about this thing, this Monster Energy? You guys know what Monster Energy? They're coming out with their own brand of alcohol. Have you heard of this? No? It's a real thing. Sounds dangerous, doesn't it? Yeah. It's going to be real exciting for dudes who exclusively wear those Cookie Monster snapbacks. You remember those? Oh, yeah. It's going to be a good time for those girls who wear just those, like, pink sweatpants. You remember? Pink, not the color, the brand. They're going to have a lot of fun. A lot of kids are going to die on that, I think. A lot of kids. Kids being me, I'm probably going to die drinking that stuff. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to have it.
So you're too young for Four Loko.
No, I remember Four Loko.
Oh, with the caffeine in it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This is that to the next level, I think. It's going to be fun. On the trend of drinking, you guys know what the term California sober is? Have you heard of this? California sober? It's like when you're sober, but you still smoke weed. That's California sober. That's what that is. Yeah. You guys over there? Cool. Get them now.
The girl in the tie-dye is like, yeah!
California sober. Which is interesting because I feel like I'm like Florida sober. You know what I mean? I'm sober, but I'll still just take like whatever pills you got on you. You know? Whatever's in your pocket. Give them num 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 num. That's Florida sober. That's where I am. Anybody on drugs tonight? Prove it. Show me. No. I don't know. This is my PSA part of the performance. If you are taking drugs, just be safe. They're getting kind of out of hand. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news, but drugs are getting scary, all right? There's fentanyl and everything. It's all laced. You got to be careful with your drugs. Go to like a trusted person. These days when people ask me if I do cocaine, I can't just be like, yeah, I do cocaine. When people ask me if I do cocaine, I have to be like, I hope. I don't know what they're putting in it, but I did a lot of it, so I don't want there to be some sort of, effect afterwards for my poor self. Yeah. All right. Anybody here grow up poor? Anybody grow up poor? One guy? Make fun of him now. All of us. You rich? Are you a poor person? No, I grew up poor as shit. I was very poor. Not poor. I shouldn't say poor. I was hood rich. That's what I was growing up. I made just enough money in my family that I could pull off not looking poor, you know what I mean? Like, I live in a trailer park my whole life, but I had the bougiest trailer in the park. Hands down. 2-car garage on my trailer. Never seen that before, have you? No. Other people who live in the park, they drive past my trailer and be like, one day I'm going to get me one of them. I don't know why they were Southern. I'm from Detroit, but I just like it better that way in my mind. Yeah. It's fun. We didn't start out poor. My family, we had money at the beginning, and then just some weird, finance problems with my family. My dad putting all of his money into stocks, bad stocks. You guys heard of Enron, that guy? Yeah. Now I don't have a college fund, so thanks for that. But yeah, as a kid, you don't think you're poor, though. You don't think you're poor. You're just like, I'm not poor. I'm doing fine. It's my fucking broke-ass parents over here that can't pull it together. These fucks. Get away from me, Mom. Ugh, don't touch me. Nasty. That's how I talk to my mom, That's how we do it. Yeah. No, but it's interesting, the poor thing. It's like, it's almost genetic, I feel like, because I was poor as a kid and I'm poor now. Isn't that fun? Isn't that exciting how that follows you when you don't think it will, but it totally does? The apple does not fall far from the tree. I make just enough money right now in my adult life where I can either pay my rent every month or I can pay for this ongoing Coke thing that I'm not going to get into with you guys. I'm not going to talk about it. It's a tough decision. You got to make that decision every month. I do. And I got to make the right choice. This is a good point in the performance for me to ask if anybody's got like a spare room or like a futon. I've not been doing great. Yeah. I'm horrible with money. It does run in the family, the pornist thing. I'm horrible with money. I do this thing. Is anybody else in here impulse buyers? Any impulse buyers? A couple of you guys? A couple brave souls out there? I'm an impulse buyer. I'm a horrible impulse buyer. That's what I do. And I do this thing when I impulse buy where I think this will help me, but like, if I can like muster up the discipline not to buy something impulsively, I will then reward myself by buying something else. And that's not a good way to use my money. I'll just be like, hey man, I know you were dead set on getting that dune buggy you found out about 4 minutes ago, but the fact that you didn't is really awesome, and I'm proud of you. So go get yourself some roller skates on me, pal. You earned it. Yeah. A year ago, I impulse bought a parakeet. They're half off on Black Friday at PetSmart, and I thought like, yeah, I'll raise a bird, and now he's not here. He's fine. He lives with some lady in Holland, I think. Shout out that bird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm bad with money. I know I'll never be rich. I'm never gonna be rich, and that's fine with me. Okay, I never want to be like rich. I get it. Seems exhausting. Not for me. But I do want to have enough money where it makes sense to get a financial advisor. That's where I want to be. You know, I could get one now. I could just get a financial advisor. They're available, but he wouldn't have a lot going on. You know what I mean? He'd be like, hey buddy, you've got $321 between 3 bank accounts, and I don't know what you want me to do about it. I make $14 an hour at my day job. He's gonna be getting 11 of those, so not a wise investment on my part, but trying to work on that, trying to work on my finances, trying to work on myself as a person in general. I'm in therapy. Anybody else in therapy here? Oh, hell yeah. You guys are not gonna like this joke. But, I'm in therapy. I went to therapy today, and I think I won. I tend to treat therapy a little bit like a sport, you know what I mean? Therapist is on offense trying to get me to open up about my emotions and feelings, and I'm playing defense. I'm not letting it slide, you know? I'm gonna try to think of the worst things I can say to get that meeting over with, and by the end of it, one of us is probably gonna be crying. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there, you know what I mean? She's up, she's doing okay, you know? And the score, if you're wondering. I'm like the Michael Jordan of repressing my emotions. That's who I am as a person. My friends will ask me too, they're like, why don't you take therapy seriously? You should. It's expensive, you're spending a lot of money trying to better yourself, you know? And I just have to remind them that it's court-ordered. I don't want to be there, she doesn't want to be there, the whole situation is messy. But I will say, court-ordered therapy is a pretty tame punishment for derailing a train in Ohio. Oh. That's my time, everybody, thanks.
Liquid cocaine. Tyler, I grew up poor. I grew up really poor too, and then but there was like a really rich community right by us, and there was this room where like the rich kids would bring the clothes that they were tired of wearing, and then we would get to go through them. You know, there's like this swap shop room, and I remember like getting a polo and like being so excited that I would get this polo, but there was a name written in the tag, and I was so worried that I'd wear it to school in like gym class and hang it up, and they'd be like, that's my shirt.
Did you ever get like socks and stuff for Christmas as a kid because your family couldn't afford like real gifts? You get like socks. My socks showed up with holes in them. That's how poor I was.
That is bad.
I love a good topical joke. What do you normally say when there's not a horrible train derailment?
Actually, okay, I'll tell you the truth. That joke, I stopped doing the punchline because I couldn't figure it out. For the longest time, I would go, it's a pretty tame punishment for assassinating John F. Kennedy. And that doesn't work all the time. You guys were nice with it, but whatever.
What are we drinking here? Do we know?
This is the apple pie.
Oh, the apple pie.
Apple pie. So cheers, bottoms up.
Cheers.
And give it up for Tyler Caldwell, everybody.